I have started recording, so it will be easier for you. You can get it later on. Now, so we have now confirmed that we are going to learn the received pronunciation. The received pronunciation. I have given you the spelling also. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. So, in order to learn the received pronunciation, let us first see how the sounds are produced. Let me show you here. So first, can you see this screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Microsoft Word, sir.
Microsoft Word, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This screen is visible,
Now,
sir.
let us look at this picture. It's a cross section of the human head showing the organs of speech. We're showing the organs of speech. Organs which are useful for production of sounds. I'll take a few, I'll not take all. I'll just tell you what is there. See, number one is the nasal cavity. Air passes through the nose. Number two are the lips, the upper lip and the lower lip. Number three, the teeth, the upper pair of teeth and the lower pair of teeth. Number four is called the teeth ridge. See, if you use your tongue, if you touch the tongue from the behind the teeth and slowly pull it up, you'll see one small portion is there, which is a ridge. Straight, very small. And then it goes up. And then it goes up. Let me see if I can draw this for you. Let me see. It will be difficult. It will be difficult drawing it out here. Let me just a minute. See, I'm trying to draw. See, this is the nose. This is the upper lip. This is the upper teeth. And there's a small portion. This is known as the ridge. And then it goes up. This part is the hard palate. And then it goes back. This part is the soft palate. It is soft. So there is a gap here. There is a gap here. This is the lower lip. This is the lower teeth. This is the tongue. Can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. I'll just go back to that previous picture. Okay. So somewhere here is the teeth ridge, number 4. Number 5 is the hard palate. This part is hard. If you use your tongue, you'll be able to see. This number 6 is the velum or the soft palate. Number 7 is the uvula. Number 8 is the tip of the tongue. 9 is the blade. 10 is the back of the tongue. So initially, let us take it as the tongue, 8, 9, and 10. 11 is the mouth cavity. 12, the pharynx. 13, the epiglottis. 14, the larynx. 15, the vocal cords. 16, the trachea. 17, the esophagus. Now, you will not remember all this. You can take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot. That will be helpful for you. Please take a screenshot. Now see, the air from the there's a diaphragm. There's a diaphragm just below our lungs. There's a diaphragm. This diaphragm pushes the air up. It pushes the lungs. When it pushes up, the air goes through this small place. You see, there is a small part here. Can you see this small part? In all of us have this small part in our throat. Can you try this? Can you see? Please respond, otherwise it's very difficult.
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, there is a small part. This is known as the Adam's apple. The story goes like this. When Adam ate the apple, that story in the Bible, Adam and Eve, it got one small part got stuck here. So that small part is protruding. Now, see, this is actually the larynx. Inside the larynx, there are the vocal cords. Let us see how do they look. How do they look? See, these are the vocal cords. Both sides we've got the vocal cords. This is the glottis, the small part. So this is inside our mouth. See, these are the vocal cords, and this is the glottis, that gap through which the air passes. So this is all inside this Adam's apple, inside this larynx. Now, when the air passes through, either the vocal cords are kept far away from each other, or the vocal cords are close. So when the vocal cords are far away, when the air passes through this gap, there is hardly any vibration. There's no vibration. So we have got a voiceless sound. We have a voiceless sound. Where the vocal cords are close together, where the air passes through, there's a lot of vibration. And we have got a voiced sound. I will show you later on. So, and then the air passes either through the mouth cavity, this part in the 11, or the mouth passes through the nasal cavity, this number 1, or through both. In English, is either 1 or 11. In French or Bengali and some other languages, it can be both. Okay. Now see. Look at this chart. This is known as the consonant chart of received pronunciation. Everyone, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can see.
Yeah, good. See, please take a screenshot. Please take a screenshot. Now, see, this is the place of articulation on the top here. All these are the places where the sound is produced. At which point the sound is produced. These yellow ones are the manner of articulation. How the sound is produced. And there's one more out here, the state of the glottis, means whether it is voiceless or voiced. I've written in short. Voiceless means the vocal cords are held far away from each other, the air passes through, and there's hardly any vibration. This is, I've written VL. VD is voiced when the vocal cords are held closely together, when the air passes through, there's a lot of vibration. So voiceless and voiced. Okay. Now let us see. Bilabial. The place of articulation is bilabial. What is the meaning of bi?
Two, sir.
Two. Good. So inside our mouth, where do we have two things? Similar things. Two similar things inside the mouth. Very simple. Mouth means starting from the front here. We have got the upper teeth, we have got the lower teeth. We have got the upper lip, we have got the lower lip. So we've got two lips. Labial is of the lips. Bilabial. Bi means two, labial means of the lips. So when the two lips are used to produce a sound, bilabial. Now here, there's another word called plosive. Plosive. Can you think of a word which is similar to this word, plosive? We hear a lot of this these days in the TV. A word very close, very similar. You have to add two more letters and you'll get one more word. In Kashmir or where the terrorists are there.
So displosive.
Explosive. Explosive. So we hear a lot of explosions everywhere. So plosive is a kind of explosive, it's kind of an explosion. Now see what is happening. In a plosive, air is built up inside the mouth. There is a total closure and there is a sudden release. So if you see this, the definition is given below here. In the case of plosives, the air is built up inside the mouth. There's a total oral and nasal closure, and the air is released suddenly. So we get two sounds from the bilabial plosive, p and b. P and b. Now see, what is the difference between these two words? Please take your hand, the palm of your hand, put it on your ears and utter these sounds. Pa, ba, pa, ba. Please try. I can't see you, no problem. You can do it yourself. Just try. Pa, pa, and ba. Do you get a difference? When you try this, do you get a difference? Pa, ba, pa, ba. Do you find a difference? Anyone? Abhishek has left. Sayan, Sumitra, Paramita. Is there a difference?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, bird release the sound, but pa doesn't.
Yeah. So what is happening here is, in case of pa, the vocal cords are held apart. When the air passes through, there is no vibration. So we have got a voiceless sound. Pa is a voiceless sound. And ba, the vocal cords are held closely together. When the air passes through, there's a lot of vibration. So we feel that vibration when we say pa and ba, ba. Sayan, please remove this mark. Sayan, this mark has come. Please remove this. So one is a voiceless sound and another voice sound. Now, one start. Do you have your pen and paper in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Take your pen and paper. We'll start doing one work already. So, the three terms, we have to describe these words, these sounds. So we have to describe them how? With a three-term label. There are three terms. Please take a screenshot of this. Please take a screenshot. So in order to determine the three-term label, we have to say, what is the state of the glottis? What is the state of the glottis? State of the glottis means Abhishek is coming back. Good. Yeah. Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Take a screenshot of this page.
Okay, sir.
So we have to start writing the three-term label. In order to write the three-term, please use pen and paper now. First, we have to state what is the state of the glottis. That means whether the sound is voiced or voiceless. That means whether the vocal cords are closed, where there is a vibration in the vocal cords, or they are wide apart and there is no vibration in the vocal cords. That we have to say. Number two, we have to say is the place of articulation. That means where the sound is produced. Which part of the mouth touches which part and produces sound. And lastly, what is the manner of articulation? How the sound is produced. So see, let us go back to the chart. Now we have got these phonemes, pa and ba. So when you write these phonemes, see, these are not letters of the English alphabet. You have to write it exactly like this. You cannot tilt them, they cannot be slanting, they have to be straight, just like you use in the print. So when you write this outside the chart, you have to give two slant lines like this. What do you use? Can you see this? Huh. Can you see this slant line? So when you write it like this, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oblique P. Oblique.
Pa. The sound is pa. We will not call it P now. P is a letter of the English alphabet. The sound is pa. Even if you say paw, I don't mind, because I'm trying to reduce the vowel element. For any consonant sound we make, it comes with a vowel element. So it's a pa. So pa, a three-term label for pa. See, first what we have to say? We have to say what is the state of the glottis, whether it's voiceless or voiced. So what we have found out? Pa. Pa is voiceless because there is no vibration. I can also try like this, pa, or put my fingers just below this larynx, the voice box. It's a pa. There's hardly any vibration. So first point is, it is voiceless. Three-term label. You could take a screenshot. This Cyan, are you there? I don't know whether he's there. He made this mark. He is unable to remove this. I can't remove it from here. Let me see if I can restart. Yeah, good. Please take a screenshot of this part. See, if it doesn't come out well as a screenshot, I can remove the color. Just see. Just take the screenshot and tell me how is it coming. Anyone? Take the screenshot and tell me.
Sir, I take a screenshot.
And just see, just check how well it has come.
It's clear, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
good, sir.
Then I'll keep it like this. Good. See, pa is, first point is, the state of the glottis is, it is voiceless. Then what is the place of articulation? Bilabial of the two lips. It starts from here. And the manner of articulation is plosive. These three words you have to write to get 1 mark here. These three words only. Let's just go back to the chart once again. See this pa. It is voiceless. It's bilabial. It's plosive. So it is a turn like this. Is a anticyclonic. It's just the opposite. Reverse. Ba See, pa, ba. When you say ba, there is a lot of vibration. You can feel it. Ba is voiced, bilabial, plosive. Okay. Next, we come to this alveolar. Remember the teeth ridge we were talking of? That small part behind the teeth, upper part of the teeth, which is called the teeth ridge or the alveolar. So the tip of the tongue touches the alveolar and produces the sound ta, ta, and da. Ta is voiceless, da is voiced. Ta, da. So what is the three-term label? Please write down similarly. Please tell me what should be the three-term label now. What would be the three-term label for ta? Just look at this chart and tell me. What is the state of the glottis? Yes?
Sir, voiceless.
Voiceless, very good. What is the place of articulation?
Alveolar.
Alveolar. What is the manner of articulation?
And sir, plosive stops.
Lovely, lovely. So the three-term label is of ta is a voiceless, alveolar, plosive. Let's come to da. What?
Voiced, alveolar, plosive.
Oh, lovely. Voiced, alveolar, plosive. Okay. Now let us come here. Velar. We have seen the soft palate at the back of the tongue. The soft palate and the back of the tongue, they touch each other and produce the sound ka and ga. So this soft palate is also known as the velum. So from velum, it has become velar, adjective. Velum is the noun. So velar, ka and ga. So what is the three-term label for ka?
Voiceless, velar, and plosive.
Plosive. Voiceless, velar, plosive. Wonderful. Ga. What is the three-term label for ga?
Voiced,
Sir,
velar,
voiced, velar, and plosive.
Voiced, velar, plosive. Lovely. So see, we have got 6 plosives. Or 6 plosives. Yes, anything, Sunitra?
Yes, sir. It's Velar or Villam.
Velar. Velum is the noun. This is, let me show you. Let me show you. Just 1 minute. Yes. Velum, V-E-L-U-M, velum is the noun. And from velum, we have got the adjective velar.
Okay, sir.
Velar. So, is it voiceless, velar, plosive. Ga is voiced, velar, plosive. Let me skip one row. Let me skip one row. We've come to the fricatives. We've come to the fricatives. Can you think of one word, any word which is similar to this, which has got similarity in meaning with this? Fric, F-R-I-C. Any word with starting with F-R-I-C? Can you think of one word? F-R-I-C. Can you think of a word? Starting with F-R.
Friction.
Friction, yes, great. Friction. So here what happens is, Whereas in the plosives, the oral cavity was closed. Here, there is a opening, slight opening, narrow opening. When the air passes through, there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of friction. You can hear that friction. So we're going to have fa, we're going to have va. See, labiodental. So what will be the meaning of labiodental now? Dental, I think you understand. Labio. We have seen labial earlier here. Now labio. Labial, labio, labiodental. Can you guess?
Sir, teeth and lip.
Yes, great, great. So, fa, fa, fa. Lower lip and upper teeth. Fa, fa. It's not pho in Bengali. It's not pho. Fa, 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 and va, fa and va. I am not pressurizing you now to pronounce correctly, because exam purpose this is not required, but ultimately you should know. That is important. Fa and va. So what is the 3-term label for fa?
Sir, voiceless, labiodental,
Voiceless, labiodental,
and fricative.
Please keep on writing down. Please keep on writing, so it will be a practice. What will be va? Va, 3-term label.
Voiced, labiodental, and fricatives.
Yes, great. Voiced, labiodental, fricative. Va. See, up to this, there is not much of a problem. You can remember the symbols easily. See, pa, ba, ta, da, ka, ga. In Bengali, we have got all these sounds. English letters, there is a similarity. Fa and va, letter wise, there is no problem. While pronouncing, uttering the sound, there may be a problem. Now look at this one. Tha, tha, tha. The tongue comes out in between the teeth. Tha, tha. Dental. It's actually interdental. It's coming from within both teeth, lower pair of teeth and upper pair of teeth. Tha. This a theta, symbol theta. Tha, Greek theta. A voiceless, dental, fricative. Tha is a voiceless, dental, fricative. Then we have the, them, this, these, the. A voiced, dental, fricative. Please keep on writing. Please keep on writing. That practice will be the question. This question will come. This question is bound to come. What are the 3-term labels? Is bound to come. Only thing you don't know which sound, but at least some of these will come. Now, see, this is again easy. Sa. Sa. See, there is a slight problem in Bengali. Unless you go to South Bengal, unless you go to Kolkata side, we do not pronounce this sa. There are 3 shaws in Bengali. All of them are pronounced as shaw. The Danto shaw, sa, it should be sa. Unless you go to Kolkata and here, Sambajari Sosibabu. Sambajari Sosibabu, Sosa Kinte, cycle that sort of thing. Here you will not hear this. Everything is shaw. There is a very good joke about this. See, Bengalis do not have a sa, and Orias do not have a sha. So there was a time when Queen Elizabeth was coming to Bhubaneswar or Katak. Katak, I think. So Katak, there is a huge Bengali presence, and Bengalis want to do everything fast. Like so, as soon as the Queen landed from the plane, the Bengalis started shouting, "God save the Queen." They want to say save. They say, "God save the Queen." The Orias, they heard it very clearly. The Bengalis are making a mistake in pronunciation. So they said, same. They wanted to say shame. They could not say shame because they don't have a sha, they have a sa. So they said same. So sa. So what's the three-term label for sa? Three-term label for sa? Anyone? Cyan, what is happening? Cyan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
React.
voiceless,
Yes.
alveolar, and sir, fricative.
Yes. Voiceless, alveolar, fricative. And the
Sir, voiced,
voiced,
alveolar,
alveolar,
fricative.
fricative. Please write down, you'll remember. Very easy. Now, this symbol is slightly different. Sh. If a student of mathematics, you would know summation that long S, mid part is straight, a kind of a sa, a kind of a S, longer. This is a sh, and here this sound is difficult. J. You have to pull the tongue backward. J, as in treasure, measure, pleasure, garage, all those sounds. These sounds are basically borrowed from French. When you do your history of English language, you'll find loan words. These are basically loan words from France, French words. Je. We do not have in any Indian language, this sound isn't there. So what are the three-term labels? Sunitra, so is Sunrita.
Yes, sir. Voiced, post, alveolar, and fricatives.
There is Sha. And Sha.
Sure.
Yeah.
Voiced,
No.
voiceless,
Voiceless.
post, alveolar, and fricatives.
Fricative. Now, post alveolar. See, alveolar we have seen. There is the teeth ridge. Post is backside of the alveolar. Some might say palato-alveolar is between the hard palate and the alveolar. Almost same. It's such a small place, so it's very difficult to say which is which. So it's for us, post-alveolar is the right term at the moment. And one more is there, ha, from the glottis, from inside the glottis, ha. Voiceless, glottal, fricative. So, fa, va, sh, tha, the, sa, z, sh, j, and ha. So there are 9 fricatives. Now see, in between them, the plosives and the fricatives, there's something called affricates. Affricates. Okay, what is the meaning of apolitical? Somebody said this person is apolitical. Or apolitical. What is the meaning? Apolitical or apolitical? Anyone? Anyone? Any idea? What is apolitical?
Sir, against politics or not interested in politics or
Politics, apolitical. So see, affricate, fricatives, and affricates. So these are not fricatives really, but they're very close to fricatives otherwise. They're also close to plosives, but they're not plosives. So geographically, we have put them in between the plosives and the fricatives inside. Plosive, what was the manner? There's a total closure. Air is built up inside the mouth and there is a sudden release. Fricatives, there is a narrowing, or what is known as there is a close approximation. So the air passes through, there is a lot of friction. In Affricates, there is slight friction. There is a total control, there is total closure, but there is a slow release. There is no sudden release. So we have got, see, cha and ja. What is cha and ja? It is slightly difficult to write. See, it's a T and this long S. It's a D, a D, and long Z. Cha is a voiceless post-alveolar fricative. Ja, voiced post-alveolar fricative. Can you take a screenshot of this? Please take a screenshot of this. Done?
yes, sir, done, sir.
Please take a screenshot of this.
Done.
Take a screenshot of this. Okay. Now we have got the nasals. So far, the nasal cavity was closed, the oral cavity was open. Air was coming out through the mouth, whereas the nasal cavity was closed. Now, the oral cavity is closed and the air is coming out through the nose. So we got ma, na, and nga. Ma, na, and nga. Ma is a voiced bilabial nasal. Again, both the lips are required, like ba. Na, voiced alveolar nasal. And nga, see, this is written as is an N and slight bending towards the bottom. Slightly bent towards the bottom.
Sir, what is the name of this N?
Huh?
What is the name of this N?
Nga, wo, nga. Ring.
Okay, sir.
See, slightly bent towards the bottom. So, nga is a voiced velar nasal. So we've got three nasals. And now we have the approximants. Approximant again, similarly, approximate. We understand the word approximate, which is not exact, slightly less. So this sound wo, bilabial, but the lips hardly touch and release, touch and release, touch and go. Is not a bo. We have got a wobo, jorolobo. In Bengali, that bo, jorolobo, that is hardly used, like awan, those kind of words are there. Other words are not there. In other words, you won't get this. In Hindi, it is there. Assamese, it is there, but in Bengali, it's not there. Ra is a voiced alveolar approximant. Ra. And ear, palatal, from the hard palate. From the hard palate, the sound is made here. An approximant. This ear sound also is not there in Bengali. In Hindi, you'll get it there. Ear. And lastly, we have got a lateral la. This is a small l, la. So one straight line is good enough. La is a voiced alveolar lateral. This is also a kind of approximant. Lateral means the tongue is placed laterally and air passes from both the sides. We've got a lateral sound. So see, we have got 44 consonant sounds in English. How many letters were there in English in the alphabet?
26.
26. Out of these 26 letters of the alphabet, we have got 24 consonant sounds only. We haven't come to vowels. These are just consonant sounds. So English, what is said, is English spelling is a very poor guide to pronunciation. If you pronounce with the help of the spelling, you may not be able to communicate. Your pronunciation will not be correct. Because English or any language is primarily spoken. First is spoken and secondarily written. Any language will have a spoken form. It may not have a written form. So that you have to keep in mind. So that's why we have this, you are using these symbols so that we are able to pronounce correctly. With the spelling, we may not be able to pronounce correctly. Let's quickly go through this once again. We have got the plosives, pa, ba, ta, da, ka, and ga. Affricates, we've got cha and ja. Fricatives, we've got fa, va, tha, the, sa, za, sha, ja, and ha. This also should be actually small. Nasals, ma, na, nga. Approximants, wa, ra, ya. Lateral approximant, la. Now see, suppose you are trying to wish someone good morning and you have got a nose blockage, you've got a lot of cough. So how will it sound? It will not sound good morning, it will sound good body, because the nasal cavity is closed. Only the oral cavity is open. So if the oral cavity is open, you can get these sounds. When the nasal cavity is open, you can get these sounds. So you cannot get these sounds because nasal cavity is closed now. So good, in place of na, it will be da. In place of ma, it will be ba. Nga is place of nga, it will be ga. So good, bo, lig. Good morning, good morning. The 3 term labels, you have taken a screenshot up to let me just make it a little bigger. Please take a screenshot of this part also. Then we'll discuss. First part you have already taken earlier. Straight you will get all the 3 term labels and the words associated with them. Taken? Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So see, pa, voiceless, bilabial, plosive. Only these 3 words you have to write when they ask you to write the 3 term label of any symbol. They'll give you a symbol like this. They'll ask you a question like this. So we find in the word tip or the chip or hip, ba, voiced, bilabial, plosive, as we find bit, built, bib. Ta, voiceless, alveolar, plosive, bat, hat, cat. Da, voiced, alveolar, plosive, had, dad, mad. Ka, voiceless, velar, plosive, pick, tick, lick. Ga, voiced, velar, plosive, bag, gag, tag. Cha, voiceless, post-alveolar, affricate, chair, chain, batch. Ja, voiced, post-alveolar, affricate, judge, badge, jump. Fa, voiceless, labiodental fricative, fan, fig, fine. Va, voiced, labiodental fricative, van, veil, have. Tha, voiceless, dental fricative, think, bath, tooth. The, voiced, dental fricative, then, this, bathe. Sa, voiceless, alveolar fricative, sin, bus, same. Z, voiced, alveolar fricative, buzz, zoom, haze. Sh, voiceless, post-alveolar fricative, bush, share, shoe. J, voiced, post-alveolar fricative, treasure, measure, pleasure. H, voiceless, glottal fricative, house, have, home. M, voiced, bilabial nasal, mouse, man, ma. All those letters which are underlined, these represent the sound. N, voiced, alveolar nasal, noun, name, net. Ng, voiced, velar nasal, king, hang, ring. L, voiced, alveolar lateral, lame, bill, hall. R, voiced, alveolar approximant, roll, rare, wrist. V, voiced, bilabial. There is also another element, velar, inside. Not very important for us. You can write voiced, bilabial approximant, win, wig, when. Yeah, Voiced palatal approximant, yes. University, Europe. I'll finish here today. I could have gone on more, but that would be a little difficult. I'll try and give you the recording also. I'll try and share with you this printout also. Maybe I'll give a PDF format. Okay. Now, up to this much, what is your reaction? Everyone, please speak. Please give me your reactions. Will it be too difficult, or is average with? You need some practice. I know it's the last moment we're coming, but still, what do you think? Oh, Paramita?
Yes, sir, it's understandable.
Acha. Sunitra? Sunitra? Sunrita, I'm sorry. Sunrita. Sayan?
Clear, sir. Okay. Clear.
Hello, sir. I'm Abhishek, sir. Clear, sir. I am facing some problem with my network.
I understood that.
Yes, sir.
Sayan is okay. Sunrita is okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll stop here actually. So can we have a class tomorrow? Actually, I said the third because third there is a problem with me. I said if I can do it on second. Can you have a class tomorrow?
Sir, I don't have any problem, sir. Sir, you just gave a text message on our WhatsApp group.
Okay. That will be good enough. Okay. So I will give you the PDF format of this and I'll also give you the recording. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let's meet tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, there may be a problem because I may have to go out. So I'm expecting, actually, I have to go to some party. Anyway, then. So if it is okay at the moment, please have some practice, whatever possible, with the 3-term labels. And you have also to practice that first picture I had given. You may be asked to identify, or you may be asked to label the diagram. Give a label diagram of certain things they will ask. Upper lip, lower lip, teeth, teeth ridge, hard palate, soft palate, or the tongue, or the larynx, or the voice box. So this thing, that practice also you need. So 2 questions, at least you should be ready by 2-3 days. Other things I'll give you later on. Okay then? Bye then. Good
Sir,
night.
bye, sir.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
We enjoyed this class very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. We'll meet tomorrow, sir.
Okay, we'll meet tomorrow then. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.